That's alright.
Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to be discussing how to program the admin homepage including the summarized report. So what we have here is an admin homepage and we discussed its design yesterday, and we have our manage users here. We can switch to our users here, and we have our managed products, and we have programmed that into our code. To our anchor tags, and what we have here are daily earnings, our monthly earnings, and our today's sellings. So today I had purchased two phones, uh, each of the value 49,000 each approximately, and that's why we have the daily earnings here as 98,000 rupees, and here we have that item has been sold twice. So for this month 3 items have been sold, and 3 items have been sold in total, and the number of engagements has been shown as 2. So the monthly earnings is 147,297. If we go and check our application again, so eShop, if we check, go into our home page, and here we check in our purchase history. There are three products purchased here. So this code has been programmed. So here the most sold item is this Apple iPhone 12 Pro. So 2 items of it has been sold. So it has the most number of purchases, and it has been sold by the seller. So here's the name of the seller, and that has also been programmed into this. So that is it on how we discuss the programming part in our user interface. Now let's move on to our code, where we discuss how we have programmed these values into our code, into our program. So here this is our admin.panel.php, admin.panel.php. So basically what we have here, we have started a session with a cookie, and we have checked if there is a user, and we have maintained our connection with the database. And here as we move down, for our daily earnings we have introduced a variable today, year, month, date, this month as the month, and this year as the year, this year. So we have 5 variables, A, B, C, E, and F, and they've all been given the value 0, and we have a database select search query to select all from invoice, and here the invoice number will be the number of rows in our invoice result set. And here we have a for loop for where $x is equal to 0, and where $x is less than the invoice number, we keep on adding 1. So the invoice data which we get is basically the associated values which we are finding for in our result search. And moving down, we have given F the name as F is equal to the $F plus invoice quantity. And moving down, we have $D as invoice data, and we have taken our date from the program. And moving down, we have mentioned that the split month, and we have explored this. So here we have split this string, and we have the p date here, which is the data which will split here. So that is that, and we have this date which has been split here. And moving down, if $p date is equal to today, then we have A is equal to $A plus invoice data, the total, and $C is equal to $C plus the invoice data, the quantity. And here we have the split month as the exploded, and we have exploded it with the date. So that has been split into 2, and then we have a year, and split month is set as 0, and the the p month, and this month is set as 1. So if this year, if p year is equal to this year, and if p month is equal to this month, then b is equal to b plus the invoice data, the total, and e is equal to the invoice data plus the quantity. So moving down, for a, so basically these are daily earnings, so a is echoed here, and as I have mentioned before, the monthly earnings here, so b is echoed here. Our today's settings, c is echoed here. In our monthly settings, e is mentioned here again. Our total settings, f, and moving down, we have the total number of engagements. So here we have a user result search. We're selecting all from user and finding the number of rows. So the number of engagements, or the number of times, the number of rows where the user is, where we have got a value for the user result set. And moving down, we have our total active time, and we have added a start date. So this is a start date which are given 9/27 and this time. So we have given t date as a new date time, a new time zone, and link that time zone to t date, and the end date as our current time which we have right now. So the difference which we are going to be having is the end date and the difference between the start date. So that will be the active time of the seller, and then we are going to echo it. So the difference is going to be shown in years first, then in months, then in days, then in hours, minutes, and then seconds. And moving down, we have a mostly sold item. So here we have a result search for the frequently sold item. If we are FREQ underscore RS, so we are taking the product ID, and it has been taken. And moving down, here we have managed to take our product image as well and display it within our image source. And here we have our title, our quantity total, and our product price as well. So basically our quantity total will be the our final amount of the total revenue from the product being sold will be the quantity total multiplied by the product price. So that is that. And moving down, we have our resources. So here, if this is empty, we won't be seeing any products here. Similarly, we have made a similar database search query, but this time for the user, and we have taken the details on the profile, and we've taken our profile image and our product data and our user image for the most famous seller. And moving down, here we have added the seller's profile picture, then the first name, the last name, their email, mobile, and that is that. If there is no famous seller, or there is no product sold, then it's just going to show a new user image, so just a blank image of a person, and these values will be empty. Then we have on the both of those pages, we have the div class first place. Even here we had it, and so that is going to be in our style sheet, a 90 pixel image which we have added to our program. Background position center, background size contain, and background repeat none. So that is that. And we have our scripts, bootstrap bundle.js, and our personal JavaScript file, and it's going to echo you are not a valid user if you are not a valid admin. So they don't have the right to see the valid data if they are not a valid admin. So that is it on how our discussion on how to program admin homepage, including the summarized report. Thank you for watching.